The greater your capacity of heart, the better your destiny will be. A narrow mind will only trap you in a cycle of failure. A deceitful and unwholesome heart and behavior are the self. It is the foundation and root of karmic entanglements. As long as the self exists, it is bound by karma. The self is the seed of karmic retribution and the cycle of the 6 realms of rebirth. It is the only reason why one cannot be liberated from this cycle. In the previous section, I already discussed how the unwholesome, twisted mind operates. When you see someone as useful to you, you act kind and peaceful and respectful toward them. In front of them, you constantly praise them. This person is so good. They are truly my benefactor. But behind their back, you curse and criticize them mercilessly, even secretly laughing at how foolish they are to fall for your tricks. You manipulate them, and they still think you respect and admire them. How stupid, right? This is the heart of deceit and unwholesomeness. Say you buy something and find it not useful. What do? Some throw it away, others give it to someone else, even adding, "This is something I really love, and it is expensive, but because you're my best friend, I want you to have it." That's a twisted mind at work. If you truly had a big heart, you wouldn't do this. You'd share the things you love most, not use unwanted things as gifts to earn favors. Those unwholesome, twisted thoughts have become so natural to ordinary people, but they are the seeds of karmic rebirth. You might say, "You are my best friend. You are in trouble. I'll do anything for you." But you say it only because you need something from them. Behind their back, you scoff. Yeah, right. Isn't the world full of deceit and manipulation? Isn't that twisted enough? Is that kindness? Not at all. Look how well people act, clearly heartless. They put on the mask of being compassionate and loyal. These are people wearing false faces. How can ordinary beings like this ever escape from the 6th realm of rebirth? With so many seeds of deceit and hypocrisy inside, I urge everyone to constantly examine your heart. Ask yourself, am I honest even when no one is watching? Expose every corner of your heart that lacks generosity because it is the root of your suffering. It is the root of birth and death, the reason for your endless rebirth. So make a firm resolve. Never side with even the slightest trace of twisted, narrow mind. When people don't look out for themselves, even heaven and earth will destroy them. What is this? This is the mindset of mortals. They don't realize that this kind of thinking is a seed that attracts misfortune. Mortals think they are clever, but to me, this is utter foolishness. Take my child, for example. I always scold him for not studying, and his teacher says he rarely seems to read, but strangely, he's top of the class every semester, and absolutely doesn't cheat. It sounds like I'm stating facts, but in my heart, I just want to show off how exceptional my son is. These expressions of self and twisted thoughts are seeds that attracts karmic debts, misfortunes, and disasters. How can you disappear from the 3 realms? How can ghosts, spirits, or underworld beings not find you to bring misfortune? There is a way. Expand your heart. When your heart is as vast as the universe, you will reap the sweet fruits of liberation. Look at the sky. It doesn't echo back when you curse it. It doesn't hurt when you shoot arrows at it. You can't even hit it with a cannon. Yet it nurtures all things, gives rise to heaven and earth. All life exists within space and grows and thrives and perishes within it. Do we ever acknowledge its existence? Do we thank it for all it provides? The way is silent. We've never realized the existence of space itself. That is how vast and generous it is. But we're afraid others don't know when we do good. We crave recognition when we're outstanding. We love to show off. Oh, I don't have much money, just 5 or 6 houses. Each could probably sell for 20 to 30 million. It sounds like you're stating a fact, but examine your heart. Are you really just stating facts, or is it your ego seeking attention? You must realize the moment your ego arises, you connect with karma, good or bad. All the blessings or disasters from your past actions will return to you as long as the ego exists. No matter how many good deeds you do, they're not true spiritual cultivation that leads to liberation from suffering. They have nothing to do with true practice. True spiritual practice is the one path to liberate from suffering and attain true happiness. Let the ego resolve. In other words, reach a state beyond suffering and joy. Your heart no longer chases after happiness because you've already found real happiness. Your true nature is ease and clarity. Once your heart finds true contentment, you no longer seek satisfaction from the outside. If your heart is joyful, you don't need to chase joy externally because the very fact of chasing happiness is what causes unhappiness. Wanting greater joy is rooted in inner discontent. You chase happiness endlessly only because you aren't truly happy. The self-calculating, comparing, greedy, resentful, bored, and empty causes deep dissatisfaction. That is why you chase happiness. Being admired, noticed, winning, all these bring a fleeting joy because they satisfy the ego. If someone is better than you, you feel unhappy. So the best strategy, defeat them, be superior. Their loss makes you happy. This is how the ego operates. Every person carries seeds of ego. Karma must begin from within. When the root, the ego, is cut off, you vanish from the 3 realms. And once you disappear from the 3 realms, how can karma bind you? How can suffering touch you? Your suffering comes from a lack of heart. That's it. It's that simple. When your heart is as vast as space, how can there be suffering?